I want to see more of this dog waiter because, like, here, come here, look at this in place. I don't think you've actually seen it.
Yeah.
The way the head comes out of the collar is obviously, like, fucked up.
I wonder if he photoshopped these animals into this image, or I can't tell.
It looks like this pangolin.
It looks like it belongs there.
It does look like it's a part of the image. But this lady over here with the
I think until it's all done, we won't really be able to judge that. You know what I mean? Because there's something about how blurry this is and how clean that is. This menu is easier to read than this. You know what I mean? Like this and this are not the same thing.
But they are. They have to be. They're all...
This and this, they could be the same thing. Wait, can they?
They
no,
can't.
they can't.
No. They're not the same menu. Is it? No.
This could be...
Yes.
They could be like parts of one image that he like blew up and composited onto each other. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Like, which is why this looks like shit and that is like
like it does look like because there's like the cafe's face and
well, I know.
But what is happening up here?
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
no, things are just stacked.
Like,
I think he just stacked a bunch of images, maybe. Yeah. And then you're just like,
yeah, we'll have. I don't know.
You had a few clear ideas that got slapped together.
Yeah.
Quite literally. Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go, Season 6, Episode 31.
It sure is, Jeff.
We haven't had a season this long since we played FF7. The only other one that came close was FF6, which was 26 episodes.
You're right. I can't keep track of this stuff.
Well, I do it so you don't have to.
Thank you. In case anyone was looking for a peek behind the curtain here. Jeff remembers how long the seasons are.
It's a real eye-opener, this peek behind the curtain.
I would remember how long they are, except I know that he doesn't, so I don't have to do it.
That's how it works.
Because otherwise I would have
to. Anyway, it's episode 31. Welcome to the show.
We're in space.
We're off in space.
We're, the Lunar Cry it's all about to happen. You've been waiting the whole game for it, apparently.
The
it's
corruption
all come down to this.
is gathering on the moon, and what's gonna happen to Tyr's Point and the lunatic Pandora when the Lunar Cry hits, and Adel watches from the sidelines.
How off-brand is it that at the beginning in Balam there wasn't an old man whose, like, grandkids were like, Grandpa won't shut up about the Lunar Cry, but I don't think anything bad will ever happen.
Seriously, nobody's
And then you
like,
talk to the old man, and he's
time.
like, kids don't understand the world can be hard, you know? Like, there's... How insane is it that that's not in the game?
Instead, there's just a big old crater.
The last Lunar Cry was like 100 years ago.
It wasn't that long.
It was not that long ago.
It wasn't.
Like, it would be... You know what? That might not have even been the last Lunar Cry. He just says... You know, we don't even know for sure. He just says a Lunar Cry happened.
The lunatic Pandora was up and running 17 years ago.
Oh, yeah, so that wasn't even the last Lunar Cry.
They said that was the last Lunar Cry.
I don't know if he said that was the last one or not. He just, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't, you know what? It doesn't matter because, like, the game obviously doesn't care if this makes sense, so why are we trying to figure it out? I don't care when it was. Who gives a shit?
It doesn't matter. What's mattering is Alone and Rinoa. We've got to get them together. We've been sidetracked. We're walking with Alone to Rinoa.
We gotta get them together. The game has, like, sort of brought it up, but there's, like, I don't know why it didn't, like, nail this down clearly, but Rinoa's coma is mysterious, and something weird happened to her when we fought Adia. You know, they're really, like, wishy-washy about this, but, like, we gotta...
they've talked about how sorceress powers go from one person to another, and they've also talked about how Edea might get taken back over at any time, and they're not talking about how when we beat Edea when she was bad is the same moment that Rinoa went into her coma.
And also, God, I mean, when we get to, like, what the, in air quotes, reveal of all this is, I'll have a lot of questions about why it was presented in this way, or why it went down like this, but...
Also, I should just say that the president is a man in a spacesuit, and we don't know who he is.
Oh, yeah, we don't... It's a mystery. Who is the president?
It's still... We're not going to find out this week. Like, there's still a while before we're going to find out who is the president.
Who is the president?
But... What we saw last was we were in the bridge of this space station. We're with Alone, and we're like, let's go see Rinoa. Like, and it's gonna, now where we're coming in, it's cut over to Rinoa, and her bed opens up, and she pops up awake.
Who is the president?
Okay, let's go see Rinoa. Here we are. Wait. What's going on?
After Rinoa sits up in bed, we cut to Squall and Alone and Co. in, like, a hallway, and, like, an alarm starts going off.
Red alert! Red alert!
Oh, nice.
All units report to MedLab. Stat! MedLab, Rinoa! Doesn't look good. Alone, you better wait in the control room. Okay, be careful, alright?
Quistis, take care of Alone.
Alright.
We cannot get these two together.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
On our way to find Rinoa, a doorway opens and like a ghost Rinoa saunters out.
Rinoa, what's going on? What are you doing?
Yeah, well, she's doing a real J-horror thing where her body twitches when she moves, and then she's also got, like, you know, it's as though she's done this level before, and there's a few ghosts of her doing a very similar thing to what she's doing as she walks.
She's got trails.
It's very otherworldly.
Dude.
Whoa.
Rinoa?
She's... okay.
She's getting possessed by Ultimacia, probably.
Oh, Rinoa, what happened to you? Yeah, and every time Squall tries to touch her, he gets, like, flung away by magical power.
Yeah, she's got a magic, don't touch me box.
She's getting walked around like a ghost. What's happening to Squall?
Getting thrown around like a rag doll.
Rinoa, he's bouncing off of her.
Yeah, like I try to run up to her and she tosses me.
She's like, wah, blah. Where is she walking to? I don't know. But there's no stopping her.
No, there's not.
I'm gonna see if there's a drop point.
I'm a ghost that's gonna keep walking.
Can I go there?
There's a drop point over here. There's a save point. Alright, we'll save. While she's ghost walking away.
Well, she's going slow. You guys got Timber Maniacs? Okay, let's go.
Ultimacia.
The Ultimate Cia. Rinoa, she's going after Alone, I know it.
She's ghost walking through the stairway now.
And I'm assuming she's going for Alone.
That's not where she's going.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop. Yep, stop right there.
So we follow Rinoa into the bridge of the space station.
Wow, something's wrong with Rinoa.
Yeah, I know. She walks over to one of the controls and Quistis is like, what are you guys up to?
I want to point out she walks past Alone. To the controls of the space station.
No.
They're finally in the same room.
Rinoa. Piet says,
that is Adel's Tomb seal deactivation device.
Level 1 seal deactivated.
And Rinoa just starts hitting buttons to deactivate the entire thing that they're there to keep active.
Yeah, that ominous-looking death angel in space that they built is about to stop imprisoning the sorceress.
A couple of button presses away.
Someone stop her?
Is this enough for Alone? Like, where Alone's like, oh, I get it. She's like a zombie person. I know her now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can go into her past.
I can't even remember when this happened to Rinoa or why. Like, who did this? Oh, this happened when we beat Adia, like after she became normal again. When we beat her, so probably Ultimacia went into Rinoa and was like, "You be coma,"
and she was coma. While we're saying this, everyone is staring forward while Rinoa is J-horror walking out of the room.
It's not even like everyone tried to stop her and she threw them across the room. And
she's just walking out of the room and they're all staring forward and out at the moon.
Now that I proposed what's going on here, which is that Ultimacia is controlling Rinoa, the reason I think they did not have Adia or anyone come inspect her and be like, I can't do anything, is because then you'd be like, wouldn't everyone know that Ultimacia is in? Wouldn't they figure out that this is the twist? You know what I mean?
They like, figured that out.
If they had at all scrutinized it.
But also, as you were pointing out before, off mic, isn't Ultimacia's goal to find a loan so that she can compress time?
Okay, yeah, that's a whole other thing. I wasn't sure if I should get into it this moment or not, but I'm going to now that you bring it up. From what we understand, Ultimacia's whole goal has been find a loan to compress time. So, like, her plan was take over Adia and take over the world, and then use that power to go village to village and look for a loan. She now is controlling Rinoa, walks right past a loan. She has the objective in her grasp. Like, the way they've written this is like, should be the all is lost moment. She should get a loan right here.
Well, guess what? Because the all is lost moment is still coming.
Well, it's just going to be the all is lost moment.
Think.
Yeah, it's just going to be an all is lost moment that has nothing to do with what we've been told the objective of Ultimacia is. It just like is a different fucking thing that happens.
So Rinoa walks out.
Yeah.
And where is she going now?
I don't fucking care, man.
You're going to take me to a loan.
Squall, look. The moon's surface is changing.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Whoa. What is
a TIE fighter?
That? So then we see a CG cutscene of like a probe that the space station sends out to be closer to the moon. This is just a camera that we're looking at, and the moon is gathering all of this monster.
All the monsters coming to a point.
Oh, that must be like the camera they're using to like look at.
That's like
the probe, yeah.
Huh. And the camera like zooms way in on the moon, and you can see that like this liquid red is actually a bunch of individual monsters.
All crawling on each other.
It's overflowing with monsters.
Okay.
It's finally starting. Lunar Cry.
If that's the case, we definitely have to stop her.
So the Lunar Cry is starting, but separately, Rinoa is being possessed and walking around. Squall's like, we gotta stop her because the Lunar Cry is happening, and just so many different kind of things are happening at once.
If she plans to free Adel, she'll have to go out there. Level 2 seal is located on Adel's tomb. There's only one seal left. You only have 2?
What happened to Rinoa?
You don't have any answers? Why did we come here? Oh god, let's go. I guess this way?
Yeah?
Look, the moon.
Wow.
Whoa, it looks like Earth.
It is Earth.
I was gonna say, man, duh.
It starts by looking at Earth, and then the camera in this big CG cutscene turns and looks at the moon, which is gathering its big ol' monster tear. The moon looks like a big eyeball.
It looks like it's gonna cry.
Oh, shit.
Whoa! Kind of looks like a giant eyeball.
Like a big pimple on the moon.
Twilight Zone eyeball.
Oh, it is? Whoa, now it's monsters. Look at all the monsters.
So many monsters.
Look at them.
This is so badass. So the moon, they make it literally look like a giant eye. Like the gathering of the monsters is causing the like iris and everything, the pupil to form. And then you zoom into the eye, since it looks like an eye, and they use this transition where it becomes the eye of a monster. Like
and
one
so
of
the
those,
camera pulls back out, and it's like among a bunch of fish
it's
monsters.
one of those sand fish. I don't know. We're going to spend a long time fighting these things later. But like, and then it's just like all these monsters like suspended in plasma, I guess, or something, are just starting to float into space.
Off of the moon's surface. One of them was a
Wow, I thought those were just the local flora and fauna of this planet we were on, but they came from the moon.
Came from the moon.
This makes me, like, even angrier that the plot of this game makes no sense, because this, to me, is such a throwback to something that you would see in, like, Final Fantasy IV.
Right.
You know? But it's rendered, like, realistically, which is so crazy, and it's like, this is what I want in my Final Fantasy. This right here, this is perfect.
Once again, this game, if they had finished it, would have been the masterpiece of the entire series.
Yeah, they were aspiring to something fucking awesome that, like, did new things and brought back stuff that I feel like they had lost, which is like wacky shit that makes absolutely no sense, like monsters
put in a positive
falling
way.
off of the moon. Yeah, in a positive way. Yeah. But what I don't like that doesn't make sense is when the characters' actions and motivations don't add up, so that I can't enjoy a moment like this.
Whoa, like a big water drop.
Cry.
Check it out.
That's why they call it the Lunar Cry.
Yeah.
It's a big droplet of crying water full of monsters.
Yeah.
Instead of salt. Coming down towards the Earth.
The Earth is already full of monsters. I mean, maybe
Did they not build something to stop this?
No, apparently not. Wow, yeah, Earth's getting really fucked by this.
There is like a beam of monsters coming from the moon to the Earth. So many monsters that monsters are just like flying off of it and just gonna wind up in orbit.
It's just like a bucket pouring monsters. And like seeing how crazy this is, and then also now that we know that this has happened like a couple times over the past 100 years. It doesn't make sense that this game doesn't take place in a horrible hellscape.
That is
where
all
everyone
about
you
this.
meet is going like, my baby died when the monsters fell, and they're all like insane and just like want the monsters to stop falling.
Yeah.
Like the fact that this happens and people talk about anything else.
Yeah, you wouldn't ever talk.
Like,
You know what else? I've been emailing with a fan of ours who is a laser scientist, and he told me a fact about that. If you were to drop 60 blue whales from orbit, the energy that would be exerted when it impacts the Earth is the same as 10 Hiroshima bombs. And they're dropping way more than 60 blue whales
there's
worth
a lot of
from the moon.
biomass falling onto Earth right now.
There's going to be a lot of
Earth had monsters, but now it's getting fucked by them. It's
tons of monsters.
Good thing we're in space.
Yeah.
I believe they're headed for Tears Point in S-Star.
All of them are headed for one place? Oh yeah, they
That
said they
means
destroyed a
Lunatic
city
Pandora is at Tears Point. When did this happen? They're gonna fall there because Lunatic Pandora is like causing the thing.
before. Right,
They're all gonna fall.
And that's like the suck point.
I can't believe how right you were early on that you were like, they don't have radios. And I, as a joke, was trying to track it. And now we're here at this moment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't believe how much they undersold the fact that they didn't have radio waves. Like, they hit it hard at the beginning, but it's just confusing.
Like, how great would it be if they could tell Tears Point that this is coming?
I know, like, the fact that, like, it's so undersold that, like, right now...
This is making me realize, in order to get information back from the space station
Someone's
to
gotta
S-Star,
go.
someone takes it by hand.
Yeah.
Like, Laguna, as the president, is going to go back.
That's why he comes to do the inspection himself.
Because
he's
otherwise nobody can tell him.
I know, and right now we're at a moment where, as it was happening, I did not understand this even. But, like, the problem is, on the space station, they're unaware of what's been going on Earth.
Right.
And it's causing an issue, and that's so interesting, but, like, in the recordings, we have no idea, because, like, they needed scenes where, like, soldiers on trains were, like, complaining about not being able to use radios anymore and shit like that. Like, in fact, now that I'm thinking about it, Galbadia's whole motivation for wanting to invade the world should have been, we want our fucking radios back.
Yeah.
What did you do? But, like, no.
It's crazy.
Anyway, it's just blowing my mind how much you saying that early on and us joking about it has turned into, wait a minute, not only is it consistent in the game, but now it's like important.
It's
and
really important in all these ways.
I know.
Have you seen a girl come by here? Yes, she went into that locker room.
But anyway, we're gonna try to track down Rinoa, who's walked so far ahead now that we're talking to NPCs and we're going like, have you seen a girl walk by?
Yeah.
Have you seen a ghost girl walking by around here?
Okay, and she also killed this guy.
Yeah, everywhere she's been, there's dead bodies on the ground.
Yeah, he's like, have you seen this person?
There's a dead guy. This isn't a locker room. What are you talking about? What locker room?
Somehow we wound up back in Alone's old room.
Yeah, I went the wrong way.
But eventually we go to the locker room, which has a bunch of spacesuits in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can't have Adel revive, no way.
Rinoa, stop going into space. You don't even know how it works.
Rinoa's put on a spacesuit and is slowly making her way out there.
Yeah.
To the vastness of space where she can shut off Seal 2 right on Adel's tomb.
Damn, I need a spacesuit. Dude, give me your spacesuit. Oh, there we go. There's one. Oh shit.
Yeah, now you're in the spacesuit. Now you're gonna find the president, and both of you are gonna take your helmets off, and you're gonna be like, oh my god. Man, I wish that was how they did the Laguna reveal. Like, you both are looking the same, and you both take off the helmet. That doesn't happen.
No, but it also, I mean, what would that even mean? Squall would be like, I've seen you before.
And he'd
like,
be
whatever.
like, I don't know who you are. But Squall floats out into, like, the airlock, chasing Rinoa out into space.
I remember controlling this sucks shit.
Oh, I'm controlling this?
Oh, cool.
Somehow it doesn't feel very good.
Oh, I bet it does. I bet it feels great.
Nah.
Oh, what's this? Who is it?
Oh, God.
8 on the left says, the flood of monsters is drawing near Adel's tomb. At this rate, Adel's tomb might fall somewhere near S-Star. Oh, you don't say.
Uh-oh.
Is Adel's tomb falling?
Well, the monsters are gonna hit it and knock it down onto Earth with them.
You mean like maybe that,
Panicky gentleman says, why is everything happening all at once?
This is crazy. It's like someone planned the whole thing. Am I supposed to come back now? I'm trying to go out there, but it's closed.
I can't get out. Looks like I'll have to go back.
Oh, good. I'm okay.
So we put on the spacesuit, and we float into the airlock, and we float down it just to float back and take it off. There's not a spacesuit sequence. Like,
there will be.
Yeah, but why not just cut that whole thing that controls like absolute dog shit and have the door lock, you can't get to Rinoa, some spacemen run out, and then they say all this dialogue to you.
Because they had to get you in the suit, I think.
So you can put it on and be like, I can't get through. I don't know.
You're right.
I mean,
you're right.
Okay, he bobs up and down.
Yeah,
I'm not in control of that.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
got it.
It's too dangerous now. We must leave Lunar Base at once. You're not on the moon. I still kind of don't get this, but Lunar Base is the space station, and we've got to evacuate.
So the Pandora thing is probably going to become a big Kefka's Tower type situation that's all like in this place and covered in monsters, and the Adel's going to be on top of it, and she's going to be all bad and shit, and we got to go defeat her.
Could be. We have to evacuate. Please hurry to the pod. But then once we defeat her, we're gonna then have to defeat probably like the essence of hate that lived inside her.
Ultimacia, yeah.
And then Ultimacia's like the hate that lived inside of Ultimacia in the future, you know? Like,
Yes. Which probably also is the past at the same time or something. It's all gonna be like it's a flat circle, if you will.
Flat circle. Forget about me, just go, says the president. Please, sir, we must hurry. Did they pick him up and run off?
Yeah, they're delaying this reveal for as long as they can.
Yeah, jeez.
So, like, back in Gravity, I guess, there's a guy in a spacesuit, the president.
Who's that crawling to us?
Hey, you, take care of Alone.
He's crawling towards us, and he's like, take care of Alone, and then his aides are like, you need help, and they drag him off.
Is that the president?
Yeah, they're dragging him away.
I wonder why this guy cares so much about Alone, you know? This president? Oh gosh, the Lunar Cry is starting. Rinoa is going to be swallowed by the flood of monsters.
Rinoa, no. Damn it, the seal's gonna be broken.
Okay. So now it cuts to open space, and Rinoa in a spacesuit floats out towards Adel's tomb very ominously.
Whoa.
Whoa. Eso. Oh shit.
Wow. This is so cool.
This is really awesome.
So yeah, Rinoa busts open the last seal, and it's like, she's up against Adel, who's this giant 11, 12-foot tall person frozen in like some kind of structure.
From this image, it's even bigger. It's like she's 30 feet tall.
Yeah, she's
or something.
huge. She's a giant.
I know Rinoa's gonna be fine because we haven't gotten to hug yet. Oh shit.
Big smile.
And now we get the CG cutscene of her, like, waking up.
Yeah, she turns on.
Our sorceress is friends with monsters?
Whoa.
And right as Adel, like, wakes up, the monster fall, whatever, just crashes right into her tomb or whatever.
And takes her down to Earth.
It pushes Rinoa out into space, who just goes flying off.
Oh,
We
no.
got blown away.
Rinoa! Come on, we have to evacuate now.
We cut back over to the bridge of the space station, and everyone's like, we gotta evacuate right fucking now. Mm-hmm. And everyone on our team's like, but what about Rinoa?
Yeah.
We can't leave Rinoa, we have to do something.
Talk to...
Alone, Squall, you should be protecting Rinoa, not me. You're the only thing on her mind right now. She's calling you. Alone, take me to Rinoa, please.
So Squall's like, quick, Alone, send me to the past so I can fix this.
Yeah, and Alone's like, I don't know what's happening. We gotta go.
I don't know if I can send you. I don't know. I want to go into space.
And so we follow them down to like an escape pod. Yeah. Thank you for that.
I probably should follow them, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a pod for like 6 people at least. Mm-hmm. But then it cuts over to the Lunar Cry as it's crashing through the atmosphere of Earth.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
The tear is dropping.
Ooh, this seems bad.
Whoa. Right on top of the monolith, huh?
Damn, that's cool.
Lit up like a Christmas tree.
The Lunar Cry, like, falls right onto the lunatic Pandora, which basically, like, causes the black exterior to, like...
Become translucent.
It becomes invisible as, like, an internal crystalline structure lights up, as though there's, like, tree roots of power growing through the whole thing.
See, this thing existed before. Esthar didn't make this. This is some ancient thing that I think is from the future.
A beam of light energy flows down through the lunatic Pandora, gaining strength.
Ancient future thing.
Because maybe the past is the future. You know what I mean?
They had obviously thought of a lot of really cool stuff. What is it, Haley?
Haley has a fly. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, she's close.
Well, not really.
Oh, well, no, because it's pretty high up there, but I mean...
I mean, she's on its case. She's on the case. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's hiding under the blind.
It's hiding behind the blind.
Oh, it crawled all the way to the top. I don't know if she can see it.
She knows where it is. Should I encourage the fly to come down?
Yeah.
What I love about this is I have the fly swatter, and I only use it to, like, encourage the fly to come closer to Haley. Yeah, there. Oh, she's a butch. Oh, Haley, are you okay? Did you what?
She
Is your
jumped
tail
and
okay?
landed on
Haley.
I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, show me your tail.
She smacked her butt.
Oh, your little coccyx. Are you okay?
You know, they freak out more when you freak out,
She
Jeff.
jumped up so high that she really hurt
Is she
herself.
giving up on the fly?
Yeah, she's like, my butt
She's
hurts.
like, my butt hurts. I'm gonna go sit down. My butt hurts from all the sitting.
Oh, Haley.
Really?
I think that she's like, wow, something totally happened.
You're okay, right, Haley?
She's got that little stub tail, you know? I just worry that she landed, like, right on it. She's
She's fine. This doesn't hurt her when I touch her.
good. Okay, good. She's good. Anyway, what was happening with the Lunar Cry?
Well, I was saying that they obviously thought of some really cool things that are happening, but we're not sure what they are because they haven't really told us who invented this or how it works or where it came from or why.
But it's hitting the main part of the Earth. We're here at Tears Point.
All of that shit we don't understand is happening, and it looks pretty sweet.
I don't know what's happening. Is this happening inside of the thing? Is it like turning on?
I don't know.
Is it a time machine?
Is it? Thank you for the save point game.
Games
Man.
are pretty good about giving us save points.
Music is fucking epic.
It really is. Any secret draw points?
Ooh. Meltdown? What is that?
I don't know. We got a few of them earlier, and I don't know what it is still.
So we're all in the big escape pod, and there's like
Alcoves? I don't know.
Yeah, there's like slots for each person to stand in to safely descend, I guess.
Like little Borg things.
God, Rinoa's gonna die. I can't take it alone. Please, I've never felt this way in my life.
Squall is standing in front of Alone wearing the spacesuit like, I've never felt love before, and teenage love is the real love.
He's learning what love is.
That sucks. It always sucks.
Yeah, especially when it's like this.
Yeah.
You know, with a coma, and like you've been an asshole.
And you're 17.
And you're 17. Take me to Rinoa.
It's certainly not making relate to parts of my life that I like remembering. Like...
Oh, man.
It may not work, but we'll try, okay? It may not work, but we'll try, okay? Come on, we have to go now.
Man.
The alcove's all like shut closed, and the escape pod launches off of the space station, and it's a really awesome shot as it flies out into space.
Yeah.
Sick.
Wow, the space station is done for. That's too bad.
That was a cool space station.
The monsters destroy the space station.
Yeah, the Lunar Cry just, like, pulverizes the thing, which, again, this is all out of order, because we just saw a cutscene where the Lunar Cry was, like, in Earth's atmosphere. Why didn't they just play that later? Why show us that and then show us the Lunar Cry just getting to here?
But it's all real cool.
It is, but on second viewing, it's falling apart in front of me.
Are we in sleep chambers? The cold sleep? No.
No, now we're in Rinoa's mind.
Oh.
Irvine, go back to the desert prison.
Oh, I forgot about this.
How could you have forgotten?
Well, I remembered and then I re-forgot.
Okay, I've been waiting for this because this is a callback to the worst part of the game, the prison. We now, for some reason, have a flashback to when Irvine came to get Rinoa from the desert prison.
Right, when Irvine was going to leave us all there.
Yeah, or when he just had Rinoa.
And when he showed up with Rinoa, Rinoa was like, see, they're our friends and shit.
And he's like, I know, I told you on the ride I'd turn around. Here we are, jeez. But this is that.
No, it's your father's order. I'm taking you back to Delaware City. Ouch, are you crazy?
We have to go back and help everybody.
This is also the scene that we were like, why didn't Irvine say, hey, you know what's funny, Rinoa? I know all them from an orphanage.
Yeah.
We all grew up together. I have my own reasons for wanting to save them.
Right, this is that weird time when they showed up and then left and then showed up. Because remember, he was sent to get just her and they let her out and then they came back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They'll be fine. I'm sure they can get out of there when the time comes. They'll do, what, 15, 20 years?
You don't know for sure. Squall might say, but no one has ordered me to escape and end up staying in there.
That's a good point.
We can't have that. We have to go help them. I don't care if I have to force you back. Pushing him into the thing.
This is another thing that makes me wish the whole game added up. Because, like, right here, if I was buying into the relationship and the story, this would be effective. Because this is Alone showing us one of Rinoa's memories. Now that she's technically met her, I guess she can do this.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Which is, we were in trouble, and Rinoa had an escape with Irvine, and she was like, no, I'm not going to leave Squall because I love him.
And so this is
And
supposed
Squall
to
sees
motivate
this
Squall
happen.
being like, I shouldn't leave Rinoa behind.
And it's going to directly
because he
motivate...
needs to be motivated in this
Squall
moment.
is about to do something completely insane, and I will say out of character.
Ow. Ow. Ouch. Okay, I'll go.
And so then we cut to another memory. Like, that's all it for that memory.
Oh, this is the whole bullshit about Squall's ring. What was the deal with that?
Right.
This is her planning all of the shenanigans with Squall's ring with Zell.
She and Zell are in, like, the school cafeteria.
And this is just the lamest shit on the planet. Also, I love how it's shot. We're watching this through a wine glass on a table.
Is it a wine glass or is it two faces?
Squall's ring. I don't know where he bought it.
I want the same one. It looks really cool, doesn't it?
You mean the one with some monster carved on it?
You know, I think that their relationship is gonna last for, like a whole lifetime. It's based on such a solid foundation. His ring is cool, dude.
The ladies love Griever.
Yeah.
God.
You mean the one with some monster carved on it? Yeah. All right. How about I make you one? I'm pretty good at that kind of stuff. At making jewelry, huh?
Really? Sure, okay.
And if you want some sweet flames on your shirt or something, I can do that too. Let's have Squall show us the real thing.
We can't do that.
Why not?
It's embarrassing.
Say what? Don't be whack. On the flip side, I'll ask him about his ring.
This isn't even adding anything new.
Well, because you'll see what you might have forgotten. What's about to happen? This whole cutscene is going to be like about the rings, so they had to get this fucking
right. They
shit
had
out.
to remind us about the stupid rings,
exactly.
which they brought
Just
up and
wait,
dropped.
You'll see in a second.
Back
It's
at the end of the
it's
gardens.
like
I do remember
it's as
now.
Though it's as though it's going to be for a second as though the rings are like
I know.
the white materia or something.
No, it's not what you think. What?
So we cut back to the escape pod, which is still, like, entering the Earth's atmosphere. And Squall is like, "Alone, you idiot. Why did you show me that?"
Yeah, I wanted to see what happened after we fought Adia. I can't believe that they just, like, shove that in there, and they know it doesn't fit. They're like, why are we seeing this now? Because the reason is they're like, no one's going to remember this ring garbage.
Yeah, we have to
from
remind them about the
forever
fucking
ago,
ring.
so we have to remind them. So the only thing that makes
But
sense...
that's the thing, it doesn't add anything new, that scene. It just reminds you.
No, I know, but they needed
here,
to do that, or else these
You're right.
rings, because they're probably
You're right.
playtesting this when we see this
You're right,
cutscene,
and everybody
if you
was
don't-
like,
if you don't
huh?
understand what
yeah,
they are,
you have
you'd
to be
like,
reminded
what
of it.
This
is like what a previously on in a season 6 of a TV show
So-
does when they're bringing a character back from season 2.
So
when
there's-
you're like, why is this my previously on this character was on the
But
show?
yeah, but their solution to this is in like a pivotal, tense moment.
Yes.
To have Squall be like, no, alone, you fucked up. That wasn't the memory. That was a mistake. So there's like a thing that happens that to the characters doesn't matter at all and
Yeah.
is just a mistake.
Alone. That wasn't it. That was too far back.
I'm sorry, let me try again.
You're ruining your own moment to make the next moment work.
They're like going through a re-entry and like they're like, nah, wrong memory. Rewind the tape.
Where am I?
So then it goes to a white screen, and it cuts back to the very end of Disc 2, when we were in the theater in Galbadia having just defeated Adia.
Yeah.
When Rinoa passed out.
Yeah.
Right, she came over to this guy, even though he's a psychopath and an asshole. Right, Ultimacia.
Okay, whoa, was that like the image of a wolf?
I think it was a sorceress.
Okay.
Yeah, Rinoa in that scene was walking over to Cypher, and there's like flashes of a weird sorceress within Rinoa.
Rinoa. This isn't Rinoa.
And if you remember, before she passed out, she whispered something in Cypher's ear.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna find out what that was.
Oh, my loyal knight, Cypher, the sorceress is alive. The sorceress demands.
Ultimacia? The future sorceress is inside Rinoa, transferred from Adia.
Of course, I mean, duh. We figured that out a long time ago.
Where's Rinoa?
Find the legendary lunatic Pandora said to be hidden beneath the ocean. Only then shall the sorceress provide you with dreams again. Rinoa, where are you, Azumi? As you
As you
wish.
wish, Ultimacia.
Right, yeah, that's what he sounds like.
Yeah, no, it's
Squall, I'm scared.
Rinoa.
Man, in the future, sorceresses have wings.
What's the
Who's
significance?
there? Get out.
Is there significance of that and Rinoa's like winged clothes?
Well, she has white wings on her back, and those wings are black.
Oh shit!
So then we cut back to the escape pod, which is still re-entering the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And Alone, like, falls over, and she's had pain because of the overuse of her power or
Brain
something.
pain.
Why? Hello? Did you get to find out what happened to Rinoa? Were you able to change the past?
What should I do?
I remember those eyes.
You just looked at me with the same eyes you had when you were little. Now is not the time. Those curious, innocent puppy dog eyes. I loved those eyes.
That's in the past.
That's right. What's important is right now. I finally realized that.
I have to help Rinoa now. That's the only thing I can do, right? God, just...
Yes, talk to her, Squall. Your voice may not reach her, but your heart will.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Are you ready? I'm taking you to the nearest past, to the closest present, to the future.
We are destroying people's memories of this game right now. I know there's people who this is like so impactful to them. Like,
And then we're just like, what? This is so ridiculous and stupid. And who cares about these characters?
I mean, if we don't win, 2 teenagers won't hug, Jeff.
Look, they're gonna hug. We cut to Rinoa floating out into space as she slowly starts losing oxygen, and nobody will ever find her.
This is so absurdly dramatic.
It's
and
unbelievable.
They directed it so well that even though you just heard us going like, are we supposed to care about this at all? We're both gonna be like, fuck you for making me feel anything.
Seriously.
Game. Like...
Remaining life support system, 15 seconds.
Wow.
So we got some gravity shit going on here.
This is cool.
Am I gonna make it?
Who's in the spacesuit here?
Rinoa.
Right.
How?
She's so tiny down there at the bottom of the screen.
I can't do anything. Drifting endlessly. I'm helpless.
Remaining life support 0. No, don't kill. Don't do this again.
No.
No.
Is this how Rinoa dies?
They didn't hug.
They're gonna have to hug. Maybe they hug in their memories. In their minds.
That's it. I'm gonna...
Like, Alone is gonna let them, like, hug in their memories.
I'm gonna die.
This is some
Really?
bleak shit.
Life support is terminated. She's probably got a few minutes left in the spacesuit. Like,
No, fuck this.
let's go get her. She's so small, she's like almost a speck at the bottom of the screen, slowly flipping as she floats deeper into the nothing of space. Yeah. She's just drifting endlessly.
Goodbye. Squall.
This is nuts.
Rinoa, no!
It's pretty cinematic.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up!
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me? It's Squall, Rinoa. Rinoa!
This game has not earned the right to bum me out. No. 7 did. Don't fucking do this.
Oh, she looks cold.
That's just how the polygons shake in the PlayStation. Whoa.
Oh my god. And we get a fully rendered CG cutscene of her final breaths.
Yeah, I think they literally render every single breath, because this goes on, and she dies so fucking slowly, it's crazy.
She's like taking her last breath. Cutting back to that model.
Rinoa,
look
come
as
on, try to remember.
good. Oh my god.
Remember what? How is remembering gonna help?
We can live in our
Rinoa,
memories.
I'm right there with you. Listen to me. My heart is calling.
We gotta change the past and save Rinoa. Whoa, she really
Ring,
died.
ring, ring, my heart is calling. God damn it.
Wow.
That goddamn was me feeling sadness. And
Yeah.
being like, fuck off, game. Like, I don't even know what this person is like other than that they're annoying. And you're gonna make me feel like this over it?
And then it cuts back to the polygon.
Like a second
lady
ago,
again.
monsters fell off the moon. Get out of my face.
She's still floating out there. She's not dead yet.
Oh my god, this is gut-wrenching.
And now she's just drifting dead through space forever? We gotta at least pick up her body.
I'm not. God.
This is insane. Wow. It's just... Wow. Wow.
Wait. She's not dead.
Some rings.
And so, like, a shadow passes over her eyes, her closed eyes, and we see that it's the two rings, Squall's ring and the copy she had Zell made on, like, a necklace around her neck, floating in zero gravity in front of her. Between her and the sun,
and
the source of all creation is her love with Squall.
She needs to remember
a boy who was mean to her. Anyway, she's the love.
the theme is love.
Starts her heart again, or she wakes up. She's not dead yet. She's got some fight.
Right, Zell ended up making the extra ring.
Okay. Cool. Another...
I'm still... alive?
Did she learn that she doesn't need to breathe?
She has guardian forces. Squall.
And then Rinoa reaches up and presses a little red button on her spacesuit.
What?
Is she gonna take her helmet off?
What did that button do?
I don't know.
She
like,
didn't
in
take
that
her helmet
moment,
off.
Something happened on her suit.
She presses a button and it's like she's gonna take her helmet off, but then she doesn't.
Yeah,
like air floats up into her mouth.
It's like air puffs up. Maybe it's reserve oxygen. They don't explain it.
It's the fairies.
It's the fairies.
Is she magic?
I mean, we're all magic.
Yeah, but maybe she's learning she has some kind of...
Extra magic?
Maybe she's a ghost now. A space ghost.
Was that them, like, doing a, like... We know that people are gonna think that we're gonna pull an Eris, but we're gonna not.
For sure, because that was like the most brutal, slow, gut-wrenching death.
And then it was like, but she's
And now
alive.
Squall is gonna go find Rinoa.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find Rinoa. You're re-entering the atmosphere. You didn't need my help at all.
Great. Thanks, sis.
We didn't need Alone's help at all.
Yeah, now Alone is like other people's memories were inside you the whole time or something, which isn't the case. I don't know why she would say this.
Also, fuck you.
Yeah, mostly fuck you.
Why did
Quist
you...
is watching this.
Why did you let me
come
lose
back.
my memory and never tell me about it, you bitch?
Wait, come back.
Wait, come back.
Idiot, there's no way you can get back.
And yeah, while this lullaby plays, Alone just lets Squall fucking try to leave the spaceship.
Well, that's the thing. It's shaking as though they've been going into the atmosphere forever, but he's gonna find himself back out way out in space. Well, even if
they're not in the atmosphere, what? It's totally safe to jump out of it and just be in space? What are you talking about?
It's not. He's the only one with the spacesuit.
He's insane. He's gonna run out of fuel and life support in no time. We're both gonna die.
Yeah, seriously. Alone's like, no, but they're in love.
They're in love.
Maybe it's like, when your car, it hits empty and the gas light comes on, but like you still got a couple.
Well, that's what I was
gallons
saying. Like she had the oxygen that was left in her suit.
But maybe there's even more than that. Maybe they have they expect you to run it to
fake,
Wait, hold on. I'm supposed to do something
doing something
here.
within a minute
I'm
and a
gonna
half.
find you no matter what.
So now you got a first-person perspective from Squall, and you're out in space.
I don't realize that's what I have right now.
Yes, a mechanic has begun.
You cut to a black screen and a timer.
Yeah, of a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And you have to find her out in space.
Yeah, you're supposed to find her, which is like as you push on different directions on the controller, the camera slowly creeps around.
There's no explanation of how to work this on the screen.
They just love killing their moments.
This is
don't
real fuck up.
They crafted this beautiful
making
moment.
us have to do this.
And then they breathed life into it, and it looked at them and was like, "Show me the world." And then they just
punched it
swung
in the
the
face.
hammer down and crushed its skull.
I don't know how.
Is that her on the top of the
Yes,
screen?
but I don't.
Can you?
I have to get in front of her and catch her?
Okay.
Nothing I'm doing seems to be affecting this. Like, I don't know...
Can you just...
I'm
hold
pressing...
up?
I'm holding up. Now is not the time for a frustrating mini-game, Final Fantasy.
Fucking funny would it be if you just lose her body and die out here?
Well, I'm not sure what else... She was going up. I'm not sure what else I can do other than, like, hold up and look.
And yeah, so like when it started, you could see like the bottom of Rinoa, and she moves up off the camera, and I'm holding up, and the camera is just painfully, slowly tilting upwards.
She's just moving faster than you're
There's nothing I
looking.
can do to catch her.
I wonder
None
if
of
you're
the buttons...
chasing her.
Oh, triangle speeds it up.
Oh.
Good to know.
Thanks for
assholes.
the information, you fucks.
There's now 11 seconds left to find Rinoa.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
We're not gonna find her.
Well, where the fuck is she?
I feel like she floated off the screen and then kept floating in the direction, and you just like chased her behind her very slowly, and you needed to go the other direction. Well, we're out of time. Rinoa was lost in space forever.
Try again.
All right.
I mean, we've been...
Why? Why have this at all?
Why do this?
What's the
What a fucking failure.
What does this accomplish?
What a true failure.
What idiot mind thinks of this?
Because wouldn't it be cool
Wouldn't
if
it be
maybe
great
you
if
got
our
the,
big dramatic moment, we just fucked it?
we
like,
got the bad ending?
like, what?
What a stupid time for this.
Seriously, you didn't need to do this game.
There she is.
There she is.
I'm gonna find you no matter what.
Now is not a time for a stupid minigame, Final Fantasy.
I have to get in front of her and catch her.
Yeah, I think you're doing it.
Well, now that I know holding triangle makes it move at a reasonable speed...
Well, you know, you just had to know that, okay?
Bunch of bullshit.
Because this is your 8th time playing this game, and so you know that.
You're right.
Is there? You've tried other buttons, I take it?
Yeah, triangle just seems to speed everything up. Like, moving seems to move my... It's hard to explain.
Right,
This
yeah.
is really strange. Like,
Well,
see if I take
I think
off
she's
triangle.
getting bigger and
Yeah, I
closer.
think I mean, come on, hurry up, please.
Yes, come to me.
We're tracking her down, but there's like 13 seconds left on the timer, and she still looks pretty far away.
I mean, the way that it goes down is if you hold up and triangle, you'll intercept her perfectly. I don't know why. I mean, they should just have it play out that way.
But I wonder if, like,
Daddy.
it's gonna be, you know, timed out so that she, like, comes and... Dude, you're about to hug.
Well, I think if I didn't hit triangle,
About to
I don't
space
think
hug.
I would make it, you
Right,
know?
yeah. Well, good thing you figured that out. So
Okay.
You caught her.
And yeah, once you get it lined up, she just kind of tumbles slowly towards the camera.
into your arms.
Is it gonna happen? We're gonna cut back. Are they hugging?
You caught her. You did it.
Oh, we're
space spooning.
Squall comes in for a space spoon.
Yeah, she lands ass to crotch. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think this counts as a hug. I'm keeping the hugometer at 0.
Yeah, is spooning a hug?
Well, this is like sort of there, but it's not both of them embracing, you know? That's what
Right.
we're really waiting
yes.
for the hug. So I think in normal, everyday life, this would count as a hug. Like, I'd be like, oh...
But this is
if
not
I did this to someone, I'd be like,
capital
I hugged them
T,
from
capital
behind.
H, the hug.
They are not sharing a hug.
Right.
He is hugging her. They are not hugging.
As we float through the ether.
Squall, thank you. I heard your voice.
I can't believe it.
Are we gonna make it? Definitely not.
Don't worry.
Like, somehow we will, but I don't know what's gonna
I
happen.
don't know why. Out of fuel.
So now they've turned to face each other, so they're like holding onto each other's arms, right?
Right.
And they're floating.
And it cuts to a shot where behind them, the moon is all red and shooting a beam of red out.
It's like the moon is projectile bleeding onto the
Yes.
earth. The moon was a big blood pocket, and you just stabbed it, and it's
And-
just...
They're just in orbit around the moon.
And it's like romantic. They're watching monsters.
We gotta ride the
Wow.
monsters down to Earth.
Low on oxygen. Isn't she, like, out? Like, minutes ago?
But she heard our voice, and love will keep us together. You've heard the song.
I have heard the song.
We said there was going to be an all is lost moment, and this is it.
But is it the all is actually found moment? Because Squall finally admitted that he's crushing on Rinoa.
What now? Die in space? I mean, I guess. I'm so helpless. I can't even save Rinoa. Come on, think! Man, if I had made it to this part of the game when I was like 15, I would be like, oh my god, my heart.
And as Squall is thinking, I can't even save Rinoa, I've killed us both. They look up, and the most Deus Ex Machinas of Deus Ex Machinas.
It's a spaceship.
There's
there.
a big old spaceship that looks like a dragon. It's red.
Rinoa, hold on.
I definitely did not make it this far.
Okay, we're still in disc 3, right?
Yeah, I know I made it to at least disc 3, but probably what happened is they were like, go find Esthar, and I was like, okay.
And then, like, you were like, why do I have to go to FH?
And I just want to say they've turned around to sort of embrace each other. They're holding onto each other's arms. This is not a hug for sure. They've got each other like by the forearm.
Yeah, no, not a hug.
Hug counter at 0.
No, hold on.
Wow. Whoa.
Is that a dragon?
It's a space dragon.
Is this Bahamut?
I don't think it's Bahamut.
Is this the president's spaceship?
I think it's the president's
It's
spaceship.
Esthar.
I think it's the president's
It looks like a dragon. Who would demand a spaceship that looks like a dragon other than the coolest guy in the world?
The guy who fought a
Laguna.
dragon.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so we grab onto the outside of this floating by spaceship and begin crawling inside.
He's
So we're
a
just gonna
man
hold on to
truly
this slick
deserving of the
surface.
honorary title, Uncle. Uncle Laguna. God, let's go meet Uncle Laguna. Fuck yeah.
Come on in.
You don't yet realize how much of a Deus Ex Machina this is.
I don't, because in my mind, the only thing that makes any sense is that somebody, like the president, flew out here and saved our lives.
That's not why this is here.
Nope.
See, I knew she couldn't die because we have to hug, and when they hugged, they weren't in spacesuits. They were in their clothes.
Yeah, but I thought maybe in their
And then they were
robes.
like this, and then they became embroidered, and then it said Final Fantasy VIII over them.
Could have been in their heads.
But she can't change the past. She can't make up new shit.
Could have brained each other together.
But she said she can't.
We've made it, like, into the airlock.
There's air. There's a save point too, dude.
Ragnarok Air Room.
Yeah, saving the game reveals to us the name of this spaceship.
The Ragnarok.
You know what I bet this thing can do? Fly!
Fuck yes! Fuck yes!
I love this game. This part of it has been awesome.
Yeah.
So we're about to enter the Ragnarok proper. We're
Yeah.
still in like a airlock.
Like,
of some
okay,
kind.
okay, we lived. Oh my god.
What?
Thank you, Squall.
I mean, after a rescue like that,
You rescued me again. I can't thank you enough.
guys, it's time to bone down.
Time to hug.
It's time to hug.
It's time to hug.
It's time to hug down. Come on, you're standing across the room from each other. You would be like all over each other.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Go.
I just did what I wanted to do. Oh.
So Rinoa looks at him and puts her arms out wide.
She welcoming gesture, arms
The
open.
universal, bring it in, Squall.
Yes, yes.
Bring it in.
It's time to hug.
Now what?
He says that in his head, looking at her with
He
her
said,
arms
now
open.
what? We didn't add that in as us
Yeah,
talking.
yeah. He sees the universal sign for "Let's hug, bitch,"
And he's like,
and he
"Now
says,
what?"
"What does she mean by that?"
It's time to hug.
She's got her arms
Look at
out.
this.
She's
Squall.
got her arms out.
Squall.
Walk to her and hug. The spacesuit was in our way before.
Yeah, okay, come on.
Now it's time for hug.
Huh?
Squall!
I can't deal with this guy.
You're killing me,
I
Squall.
just can't. Give me a hug. Huh? God damn it.
She just said it.
I'm hitting the table like I'm a Final Fantasy character, like
Yeah, I
Sid,
know,
like
yeah, like
that's all he can do.
the mastery of at the very beginning showing us them hugging and then being like, they're not gonna know what's happening. They're just gonna wait for that. They're gonna be waiting for that and only that. And they brought us here. We are on our knees crying like babies for a hug.
And this guy's so clueless.
And there's just, oh my god. A real tight one. Do not say no to this.
I need to know that I'm alive.
Do not fucking deny her this. Dude.
We still have to get back.
Dude! God! It's hurting me.
You just said this game is awesome. Like a minute
seconds ago, I was like, it's just amazing.
God damn it.
And now Squall says this out loud to her.
We might be alive right now, but look at our
Fuck
situation.
you! Fuck you! Fuck off! Do we have to wait till the end of disc 4? God!
Is this the end of disc 3?
It's gotta be, right? What else could possibly be the end of disc 3? Like, what climax would bring us to the end of a disc?
I don't know.
This is not the end of disc 3.
No, somehow.
You want to live, right? You want to go back and see everyone, right? There's no time for hugs.
Dude. And
Not
other people's memories.
That's right.
Whoa. I can't believe I'm about to catch this. But what she just said about not becoming other people's memories is a reference to that scene where he lost his shit in, like, Galbadia Garden back on disc 1 and was like, I don't want to become other people's memories. I don't want to, right? And they're expecting us to study this fucking text like it's a Bible. I mean, I can't believe I just picked that up. Holy shit. He's hit the ground.
You have to be fucking kidding me. Blue balls. Like, what? What?
We know they're gonna hug!
But, like,
I'm looking at it on the disc right now!
he risked his fucking life to save her, and now won't give her a hug.
You know what? That's gonna make when they do hug later in the game all the more meaningful.
Good God.
All the more meaningful.
I'm so upset. Good God. They just destroy, like, why? Why would they do this?
Squall will hug her in this
Fucking
moment.
Christ.
Because look at our situation.
God, I hate him so much. Take off your fucking belt, you asshole. Jesus. Sid's fucking demoting us again?
That's episode 31.
I got it.
Holy shit.
And yeah, at the end there, our seed rank went down.
Like, what a bunch of assholes.
On top of it all,
God
they
damn
took our
it.
money.
I remember, I've been waiting to get to this moment so long.
Sorry, I just...
The way that you were like banging your fist on the table, like, this motherfucker, she's like, I need to know I'm alive. That's what she said to him.
I'm losing my mind at, like, how mean and dissatisfying this is. And
Oh my
now
God.
I'm, like, seeing the Matrix. It's almost like they knew this game was gonna suck, and they were like, well, one thing we can do is, like, make one moment that just, like, guts them and makes them so mad. Like
well,
it's
what's
almost...
our, like, how do we subvert the Eris moment is, to me, what that scene is, like, where that came from.
Yeah, I gotta think. But, like, I mean... It feels so
crazy.
masterful to me. It feels like it was
Yeah,
all meant
well,
to happen
the-
this way. Like,
the whole, like, alone showed us the wrong memories, but the ones we needed as the audience.
and I mean, like, this whole game, all we've known is that they're gonna hug, and, like, I can't think of a more appropriate time, and neither could they.
It's almost like when Irvine was gonna tell us about the orphanage, but first he misses a basketball shot.
Yeah, it feels meta. It feels like they were showing us we have total control. Like, this is intentional, and now we're doing this to you. And it's almost like the whole game is about not getting the hug.
Right.
You know, like, let's say somebody is giving you a hand job, and then as you're about to climax, they punch you in the balls. Like, you have to think not only was that intentional, but that was like the whole point of the whole thing all along.
Yeah, they were never going to make you...
It was never about you climaxing. It was about the punch in the nuts. Like, if there's, like... You know what I mean? And so, like, it was never about the hug.
Yeah.
It was all about everyone at home going, well, you gotta be kidding me! They what? Like,
do this to me.
and this is all for the developers who were sitting at home licking their lips
laughing
going,
their asses
going,
off.
yeah, that hurts, doesn't it? Like, God.
Sadist.
That's my read on it anyway. And apparently,
Well-
since you have a read on this game, it's officially canon. It's canon now.
Yeah,
that's what
canon.
that's what the
That's
game
what
is
it is.
about.
I do...
It's about getting punched in the nuts.
but only after you've been jerked off or blown.
Yeah, it has to be horrible. Horrible and explicit.
To me, though, like, right when I finished the game, I remember reading some stuff about it, and a lot of people were like, the thing that's great about it is, like, Squall's emotional growth through the game. And all I could think of was this moment where he doesn't hug her.
Yeah,
being
I
like,
know. Like,
I don't think he really... I mean, he does, but he doesn't. And
Even-
not in the way that I would find satisfying.
No, I agree,
Like,
because...
he just fucking went out and saved her life. And I get, like, is that him growing? That he can go out and save her life? No, to me, it was
not
the
if
hug.
after
It was
that-
the allowing himself to feel emotions.
No, you're right.
That was what it was
and
to
that
me
didn't
about
fucking
emotional
happen.
growth.
He-
It's
he-
not him being like, maybe I should go after her and risk my life in a way that's stupid
Yeah,
and would
like,
kill
that
both
was
of us.
a terrible idea. And you're right. I think you're right, because if I were gonna make the argument that his growth might not be as good or whatever as in 7 or other games we've played, then you're right. You could come back with this and just fucking crush me, because like, not only is it not as good, it's like it happens. She makes a decision he wouldn't have made at the beginning,
Right.
But then immediately goes like, no, that was the wrong decision. Let's not be idiots. We got lucky there,
Yeah.
man. What a mistake that was.
God
Like,
damn
you know
it.
what?
They're alone
What-
here
what-
in space, out, like, they are literally, as they once, for some reason, they used to call Michael Collins, when he was on Apollo 11, the loneliest man in the universe, who was the guy who stayed in the spaceship, who was like,
journalism
he was
sucks.
face,
that's why.
you know, he
Anyway.
was, so they are alone, they are the furthest out from humanity that anybody is right now.
I mean,
they should fuck.
yeah. Did they, like...
They just survived
Okay, so
on a
let's even
spaceship
say,
that's a red dragon.
I get this argument all the time of like, I hear people be like, well, if you're like not in the mood for like teenage romance, then you won't like it. Well, what if I am in the mood for teenage romance?
Yeah.
I still won't like it.
Not mad at-
Fuck, I was like in the mood for it. In the mood for love, as that movie is called.
Yeah.
That wonderful, lighthearted movie about teenage romance. Anyway, we've
Wow.
really gone off the rails here. We don't usually do this in the postscript, but
Well, I think that needed some cleanup.
It
'cause
did.
That
It's
episode
just
was
like-
insane.
this is
Everything
like,
that happened this
man,
week was crazy.
And then, like, what's about to follow is gonna be like, I'm mad at this moment, and then as it keeps going, I sort of realize that that's like being mad at like a 6-year-old who like didn't realize
Right.
what they just did.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm just trying to say that what happens next is not only not impactful, but makes
Right.
no sense.
well,
and
what
is
happens
just
next is like
immediately-
we get hit with the goofy sneaking music.
yeah,
I think.
yeah, the
and,
sneaking music.
and then
Fucking that happens.
we've
next.
got to like
I meant
take
after
over
that, but you're
We've
right.
got
what
to take over the ship because it's overrun with monsters.
Yeah.
That's what's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
happen
Yeah,
next
because
week.
nobody came and saved us. We just found a ship.
That's what we
where
don't
the
know
movie
yet.
Alien happened.
We don't know this yet. Because we were sure Laguna has come to get us. They still haven't revealed that Laguna's the guy.
I mean, that reveal that already should have happened takes like hours longer because like
God.
there's all this bullshit you have to do. Oh
What a
man.
game.
Don't play this one.
Don't.
We don't recommend it. You play it. We recommend you listen to this show instead. This is why we work so hard for all of you. Before we go, do you want to check in online and see if there's any messages for us to read?
I sure do. Let me just reassemble my keyboard, which I disassemble for security reasons every time I turn off my computer, and log in using my encrypted passwords.
What a fucking nightmare. He hides the keys around his room. You have to put a keyboard back together, and each one has a riddle before you can find each piece.
Well, they each have a special sort of locking mechanism that if you don't understand makes it impossible to put together.
All right, but we've got the keyboard together now, so logging in.
Mm-hmm.
There's a message. I'm clicking on it now. Oh, this message is actually really just from Jordan Rutt to his girlfriend Courtney. He wants to say, I love you, I'm very proud of you, and I can't wait to get back to sharing our own adventures together, because she's graduating from university this semester, and they haven't been able to have like any events to celebrate, and she's a huge fan of the show, and so he wanted to surprise her with a quick shout out and to congratulate her and recognize that huge accomplishment.
Well, congratulations, Courtney, on graduating. That's awesome. And, you know, the world is like getting back to normal and you're graduating. Huge new events are coming down the treadmill of life.
Yeah, he was saying a lot of graduates feel like their achievements were a little bit undercut by the whole situation with the pandemic and wants to recognize all the efforts that she put into graduating. So good work, Courtney.
It's especially hard when there's other crazy shit going on in the world, when you're trying to focus on graduating. And you know what? Don't even worry about that, because it'll just put a fire in your belly to conquer the world as you plod on that treadmill like a cat and the walls come at you like a Japanese game show, but you win the game show.
There was one other thing that he wanted us to lead them in a Dana Carvey, Paul McCartney werewolf howl a-woo, which apparently has somehow made it into their day-to-day vocabulary, which I've totally forgot that bit. That bit, yeah, a-woo, a-woo, I'm a werewolf.
The werewolves of London.
I'm a werewolf of Liverpool. A-woo, a-woo.
Well, congratulations, and thank you for the message.
Thank you so much, Jordan. And let's get out of here. If you're interested in a message, they're just $25 each. Just email nocatpodcast@gmail.com. That's NOCKAT. They are $25 each, as I said. We do payments through PayPal. So email me, and we will say your words.
Yes. And as always, a huge thank you to our Patreon supporters.
Yes, we really, really appreciate that you guys go to patreon.com/nocat and volunteer your dollars in exchange for sometimes episodes early or a video version.
Well, always episodes early and the video version, and then sometimes bonus content.
And also the merch.
There's merch.
The merch is on Etsy if you search No One Can Know About This or NoCat, or it's on the Patreon if you want to get it that way.
Also find us on social media.
We're at NoCat Podcast. So do that. And tell a friend.
Rate and review us.
You know the deal.
Get yourself a real good taco this weekend.
Yes.
Do that for you.
Is that what we're going to have for dessert?
No, because after you eat that taco, what you're going to want to do is,
Yes. Go on. What are you going to want to do after you eat the taco? I'm on the edge of my seat.
Candied butterflies.
Candied butterflies.
Candied butterflies. You get those butterflies that grew out of the slugs.
Right.
You throw them in the deep freeze. Instant deep freeze. Once they're frozen, you coat those
separate the
suckers
terpenes.
in some kind of no. Yeah, you separate the terpenes out, you recombine it all, and you vape that butterfly. Here you go, dessert.
I'm looking for secret drawers. Okay.
You're scouring the space lounge.
Is this a bed?
Yes. It's like a tanning bed. But
You know,
it's
what
like a
suck
soundproof.
is if you woke up in the morning because a bright ring of LED light turned on around your face.
Maybe it can dim and slowly, pulse to life.
I wouldn't ever want it on. I mean, like, when I wake up in the morning, it's pitch black in my room, and then I decide when the lights turn on.
I really got to nail that sheet back over my window. It fell down, and it's just not been as good.
Whatever.
Okay. I kind of like a little natural light to come in. Not much, but just a sliver of it for me to be like, day exists.
I lived for years with no curtain over my window, and at 6 a.m. every morning I would just wake up, and I convinced myself that was fine, and then I put like a heavy sheet over the window, and I'm never going back. It's the best.
That's what I thought until the cold front came through a couple months ago. And it was really windy, and I woke up and it was freezing cold in my room. And like the other blankets were like maybe not even, they might not exist, I'm not sure, but
They were at least too far from the bed.
I just like leaned over and I grabbed it and I just like pulled until the nails came out of the wall, and I just wrapped myself in it.
Well, you'll get it back up there soon.
I will.
My brother once lived in a room for a year that had no window.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No. It sounded amazing to me at the time, where I was like, think about how dark it will be for movies.
And for my entire life. For every aspect of my existence.
Yeah, exactly. It's really not cool.
Think of how dark it will be for making coffee in the morning. Something I think people don't appreciate about being, like, I'm a pretty messy person, and, like, something about that I think is really good is very often, like, if something occurs and I need something, like, the solution is, like, right next to me. Like, somewhere very nearby.
Usually right next to the
something I can
4-day-old quesadilla.
I throw my food away.
Okay, good.
I nailed that sheet into my wall with a wrench I found between the wall and my bed.